Hello, everybody. This is Boston John. Yeah, I've been kind of busy all week long. I've been doing some things. I'm gambling. I've been going down to my casino that I really like. My second home away from home. If I ain't here at home, I'm usually at the casino. I have two of them I like to play quite a bit. Uh, Craps and slots and all that stuff. And I've been watching Payline slot channel. Excellent people. They go on live. Uh, LJ and Charles, I think his name is. They really got it together real well. They are a pleasure. They are real gamblers, and they know what they're doing. And I've been watching Bone Throw, and I like him. I really think he's really cool. I like what he says about playing craps, and how he's a straightforward guy, don't fool around, and that's what I like about people. I was playing craps at the casino I go play craps at, and saw a guy play the what they call a Mr. D. And I'll tell you one thing: when you get a D or a letter, and they call you a letter name at a casino, that means you have arrived. That's what that means. Lock, stock, and barrel. They know you inside out and backwards. This guy was a very, very good player. Um, I was very impressed. He had a bankroll. He knew how to use it, and the dice came his way. He made his money, got out. Um, I made a little money, and I got out. I don't have the kind of money I used to have and play like Mr. D, but I'm going to get there. Slow but surely, I'm going to get there. And I'll have my good days, and I'll have my bad days. And I know that when it's not feeling right, I get out. I listen to my instincts every step of the way. That's one of the things John Patrick put together. Listen to your instincts and know the game. Know the game inside out and backwards. And don't be afraid to learn it. Craps is not an easy game to play. It's a very high proposition game. They have some high bonus bets, if you call them that. If they come in, life is great. I particularly use the hard ways. A lot of professionals disagree with me, and that's fine. You can disagree with, that's okay. I have no problems with that. I like the hard ways. I call it gravy bets. If they come in, all right. I only bet the hard ways with their money. If I get a hit on the 6 and 8, I move a couple of dollars over there and I'll build them up. If they come in, great. If I lose them, I don't really lose anything because I use their money to bet them. And I take, if I'm going to a crap table, I'll take some chances. I'll bet the Horn bet, the 12. I kind of like get a feeling for the 12 and the Horn bet coming in. I'll bet it. I'll bet 3, 4, 5 rolls. See what happens if they cut. Usually, what happens is I miss it by one roll, and that kind of pisses me off because you got to keep playing the game. If you listen to your instincts, you got to kind of follow it through. You got to have a limit though. You can't just keep letting bet because you think it's gonna. You got to have a limit and breaking. If it comes in the next roll, next 2 or 3 rolls, so be it. That's the way the game. That's the way the table is talking to you. That's the way I play. Some days 5 kicks my ass, but that's how the game goes. And I also like to play roulette. I like using the inside numbers and the outside numbers on roulette. John Patrick, I kind of did a few things with him, and he showed me some bets, and I like the action bet numbers. I really think they were good numbers to play, but I look for them to come in. And when they come in, I double up on them, come down, do all the ups and pulls and stuff. Even on the crap table, I'll get my money back from the table. I'll buy in for an X amount of dollars. I'll get it back from the table, and if it comes my way, I'll get it back. And then I'll take my hits, and then I'll go up, and then I'll come down, up and pull, up and pull. And you got to have the guts to walk away. One thing that I learned, very, very important, is to always, no matter if you're having a losing session or a winning session, even if you're down and you're losing, always walk away with something from the table. Always. Walk away with $5, $10. It kind of, I personally think it kind of trains you a little bit to know where the cashier's place is. And you don't feel like a loser. You don't want to feel like a loser all the time. And, you have to win every once in a while. And slots is a good way to play too. I mean, have a certain amount for your bankroll, for your slots, and, play it. But don't go with the minimum bet. I moved out here to Vegas a few years ago, and I did the same thing like everybody else. Minimum bet. All minimum bet does is give you a little bit longer to play at the slot. The chances of winning any real money doesn't count. You're not going to get it. And I don't like the payoffs of 10 cents, 10 to 12 cents. Personally, I say keep it in the kitty or whatever, and then make the payouts a little bit better. Some of the payouts really stink. They not even worth the time and effort to put the money into the machine. And another thing I've learned too, when I put my card into the machine, and if it doesn't take it right away, 99.9% of the time I lose. I lose. I don't mind losing, but I like to win every once in a while. And I don't need a big giant jackpot to make my name. A couple $100, go out to dinner with it, or take a friend out to dinner, or take a lady friend out to dinner, with their money. That's what living in Vegas is all about. The food's great, the action's good, and, you can't ask for anything better in life. And, I have like 2 casinos here, and I'm not going to mention names. I don't think it's a good thing to mention names where I go. But I have 2 casinos, which is really close to where I live, and I like playing at both of them. One's really my second home. I go to the movies there and everything, and it's just, they keep saying they're going to fix the theaters, but been saying that for the last 6 years since I got here, and they got a sample of the chairs, but don't really do anything. I don't see any work being done or nothing. All of this talk, but it's close, and at my age, when I go to the movies, I get a little discount, and I go to the movies on a certain day, and I enjoy it. I enjoy going to the movies. I like to get away for the fantasy world for a few hours, and then I'm in a casino, and the food's good, and the people there that work there at the casino are very, very knowledgeable in game. They know how to play, they know how the dealers play, and they know how the players play, and they work very well with it, and believe me, it makes a big difference. I can tell you some stories about where I was a few nights ago, and we were playing it was a lot of action on the table, a lot of action. There was table started getting smoking hot, if the players were winning and table was smoking. And then I saw the box guy talk to the dealer, and then the dealer put her hands out in the middle of the roll. And the guy threw the dice, and the dealer literally put her hands in the middle of the roll and hit the dice, and everybody sevened out. Now, I'm not saying that's, seven's going to come sooner or later. Yes. I've been on a lot of crap tables all over the place, and, I've been on, I don't want you to even know that where I've been. It's, but I have never, ever, ever saw a dealer ever do that. Ever. Never. So, everybody cashed out and left. And I haven't been back to the casino since. But that's maybe it was an accident. I don't know. And all I know is I lost, and there was a lot of action. And I'm not talking about 10 cents. And I'm not talking about $10. There was a lot of action. Well, that's my story, one of my stories at the crap table. And this is Boss John signing off. And I had a very interesting week. Goodbye.